It's a new year, so it's time for a new intro. So, if someone wouldn't mind cueing it for me. No, not you. Welcome everyone back to another exciting review hosted by yours truly, RedX Power, on RedX Power's channel. Obviously, that's why you are here. Well, okay, you're here for this one, obviously. So, here it is. At long last, I finally get to review this one and get my honest opinion out there to the world. So, here we go with Transformers Generations Deluxe Class Arcee, coming from the thrilling 30th anniversary. Let's do it, but you know how this works. First and foremost, let's take a look at the packaging. The packaging is what you would come to expect with the deluxe figures. It's a card back. So yeah, it's got Arcee in her vehicle mode right here because she came originally packaged in her robot mode. It's got Hasbro, Arcee, she's an Autobot. If you didn't know already, here it is again, Autobot. Series 2 of number 21. Awesome. On the back, it's not much, just your standard bio. You know what? There you go. You can pause it and read it from this angle. There you go. For contents, she pretty much comes with the instruction manual. Nothing major. I mean, if you've seen as many Arcee reviews as I have, you already know how to transform her true by heart. So there we go. And she also comes with her comic. Well, you know, not really her comic, more of the Dark Cybertron story from IDW. She's awesome. What can I say? I love the car mode. Or, you know, the Cybertronia car mode. Obviously, you're not going to see a car look like this. But still, awesome. I was a little picky. At first, I didn't know which interpretation of Arcee to go with. Whether to go with the Hasbro version or to go with the Takara release, which should be coming up very shortly. But, you know, after contemplating for a while, I decided to go with the Hasbro one because the black just kind of works with Arcee. It is a nice combination of colors. You got that bubblegum pink, which everybody's been dying to get a hold of. We got white. We got some very shiny metallic sky blue, I guess, which is very, very nicely painted, might I add. She's got the black. I mean, what else can I say? I love the color scheme. It just works. In case somebody out there don't know what I'm talking about, there she is right there. This is nothing to do with this figure, obviously. This is a homage to the G1 figure, or well, what could have been. And she's red for some reason. Not that I'm complaining, because it's obviously in my name, but still, I mean, it's not Arcee. It is, but to me it's not. Anyway, enough about that. Let's talk about the figure in her vehicle mode. It's nice. Like I said before, what else can I say? She has weapon storage for our weapons, which I did not show off, obviously. Now I am. She's got this giant blaster right here, and then she's got this small blaster right here, which you can plug in to keep her hands from moving all around when she's in vehicle mode, which means you can actually get her to roll on solid ground very nicely. There's like no give. As you can see, I'm having no trouble whatsoever rolling her around. She also includes Energon swords. I guess this is like a homage to, what's her name? Prime Arcee, I think. Oh no, Animated Arcee. How did I come up with Prime? Oh well. Anyway, they can peg in like so, right there. And they can peg right here at the top. And they can peg on this side as well. So there's that. They're nice. Very clear. Maybe it's hard to see the detail, but actually the detail is pretty spiffy. I like it. I've got no complaints. I mean, there is some attention to detail in the passenger side and the driver's side, which is nice. I do like that. But, you know, you're not going to be able to fit anything in there. Maybe like a... No, not even Human Alliance. Too small. Oh well. It is what it is for a deluxe size figure, right? And speaking of which, I'm sure you're going to ask, so here it is. Here's a comparisons with her and Tankor. So you got yourself your size difference. She's pretty small when compared to Tankor, which is a small figure. But you already know that. Anyhow, that's enough about that. Let's go ahead and get her into her robot mode. Anyhow, here she is. Like I said, robot mode. Fantastic. There is no con about this. There's a nitpick. I will be honest. There's always going to be a nitpick. Nothing's perfect. And what is it that's bothering me? That, you know, the huge backpack. I mean, what are you going to do though? I mean, come on. It's Hasbro. This isn't a masterpiece figure. There's no way they could have engineered this to actually fold up any better. So, it is what it is. I like it. Nonetheless, this figure is fantastic. That bubblegum pink just pops all over the place on this figure. And the black, like I said, unlike the Takara one, this actually works. It's not accurate in color scheme to the G1 concept, but I mean, it just works. I think the black looks a lot better, which is why I actually went with this one instead of the upcoming Takara one. She is just so amazing. And the face sculpt was perfect. It's just absolutely perfect. And it took me a while to realize that Arcee actually had a pink face rather than just plain white. Go figure, right? Anyway, let's get to the articulation on this gal. Articulation is a ball-jointed head. It's going to go in any position you so choose. And if you actually break the figure, you can actually get her to look down a little bit more. Ball-jointed shoulders. Bicep swivel is what it's called. She's got an awesome single-jointed elbow. Legs, they're a little hindered due to the design of the figure, but if you cheat, you can actually work around it. She does have a very nice, I mean, wow. Nice leg articulation going forward. It's a little hindered going back. She has no in and out really, but like I said, if you actually cheat, you know, go back into transforming her into vehicle mode a little bit, you can get some higher kicks from the side, which is nice. Double jointed, it's actually double jointed. I thought it was single jointed at first, but man, I don't think a single joint could actually go that far. Amazing. And last but not least, she's got pivoting up and down to her feet. That's it. It's nice articulation for such a fembot that everybody's been dying to get a hold of for 28 years. I mean, what can you complain about with this figure? Is she 100% accurate to G1? No, she's not. Because of the color scheme. And due to the fact that she's got a giant backpack. But at least it does not get in the way of stability. Look at this. Look at this. She is just standing up just perfectly fine. If I had her legs positioned straight down, she'd still be standing perfectly fine. For a figure that is a deluxe size, she comes with a plethora of weapons. I mean, a lot. It's just something that you really don't expect when it comes to a fembot. But, I mean, it's just amazing. I love the fact that she comes with energon swords, which is very cool. And I guess you can actually peg them into her arms and to her hand as well and consider them as blasters, kinda. And here's what the figure looks like when she's holding both her weapons in hand. And yes, I've already done that mod that everybody else has probably done by now. I can actually get the weapons to go down all the way. Just to let you know. Whose decision was that, really? I mean, to actually have a bit of plastic keeping the handles from actually going down all the way? Retard. Arcee also has a little bit of some weapon storage, pretty much for her blasters, because it kind of doesn't really work for the swords as they just stand out a bit much. Anyway, you can put them on either side since they both sides got a peg, so it really doesn't matter, but you just peg them in like so. There you go. The same can go for this side as well. So, yeah, weapon storage is a nice touch. Overall, I gotta say, I am quite impressed with this figure. There is a lot of things that I was not expecting to come out of the Arcee figure. I mean, we're talking about a fembot, something that is really rare when it comes to Hasbro. But I'm thankful that they are finally listening to us. I mean, how long have many of us out there been dying to see Arcee and some of the other fembots start popping up in the Generations line? Ever since the classics, really. But then again, if you have lived longer than I have, then you've waited since Generation 1. But, you know, I can say a lot of good things about this. I can talk about nitpicks. I mean, that backpack, it is what it is. Oh well. But I've seen a lot of prototype images of this figure, and I gotta say, some of them did scare me a little bit, because I really didn't think that this back piece to her vehicle mode, obviously, could actually fold up on the inside of the backpack. I really did not. So, I was expecting some pretty bad things, but overall, the execution was not flawed. For once, I can really say that I'm just blown away by Hasbro's work. No complaints whatsoever. I've really got no cons to talk about. This is just a great figure. Only nitpicks that I've got is really there's like just little things. But I got nothing else to say. I like this figure. Overall, she is well worth the pickup. If you turn her down, if you have the opportunity to get her and you see her and you turn her down, shame on you. Because, I mean, why would you do that? You can turn down Windblade, you can turn down Chromia, you cannot turn down Arcee. Overall, Arcee is worth the pickup. You just cannot turn this one down. You can't. Just to get it out of the way, here's the size comparisons with her in robot mode compared to Beast Wars Waspinator. And for those who are interested in the Love Trio theme, which I don't have Rodimus unfortunately, here she is compared to Generation Springer.